It always comes to this. More nice shit. Hey guys, just back again to do another tattoo progress update. So where I last left off, well, I guess I just did the video about what I will and won't be doing for tattoos. I was discussing possibly getting my face tattooed again. Looks like that's most likely going to happen here in just a few days. I haven't discussed exactly how it's going to happen yet with the artist, but we're pretty sure we have an idea of just again carrying this filigree design up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go kind of build this line just kind of farther up, traveling up back, if that makes sense, both sides. So hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, the next time I do a vlog here, that should be done already. So I'm pretty excited about that. Another one was, where was I at last time? I guess I had just done all those white highlights and showed off how they healed. So we did a little bit more white. We didn't do what I was expecting to do, I should say. I didn't think we were going to end up doing this again. It's in a process of peeling right now. So what happens with the white, and I've mentioned this pretty well every time I touch on white ink, it goes in super bright, and then the second day it looks like kind of darker. So it looks like brown almost, or like grayish. Well, right now it's starting to peel, so it's turning back to that white. But if I get super close, you might be able to see what I'm talking about here. Where some of this is pretty dark still, but what's happening as it peels is it's lightening up. So all of this is going to be super bright this time. Now that being said, that spot has been done now. Just the white has been done, white and silver has been done 3 times. The black has been done twice. We did the white again when we did the black last, and then we did the white again just now. Thankfully it wasn't all we got up to. I'll get into the rest of it here in a minute. Rick is a strange man. So am I. We're a great pair, because we both fixate over the small things. Now his small things and my small things are different. He really wanted to do that again because he wanted to ramp up the contrast more, and he wanted to shade it in a way that would create more of a shimmer. So that being said, he did not do every part of the white again. There's some parts of that aren't shaded, so that it'll give it more depth. Now, it wasn't as important to me as it was to him, but being that, you know, in some way I consider us like a dual owner of this tattoo bodysuit, even though it's on me, just because even though it's my vision and my patience and my money, that's my time with the pain of it, he's putting as much labor in and in his own way, his own pain into this. And so I've mentioned before that sometimes I'll let him choose what we're working on. Sometimes I really push what I want to get done that day, but there are some sessions that are kind of more for him than me. I've mentioned that a few other times on the vlog here, and I've had a few people ask me what I meant by that. It's like sometimes it is important when you're working on a huge project like this, not that there are too many huge projects quite like this, to give the artist what they want that week. So for whatever reason, he really wanted to do that again. He fixates over things that some people might not even notice. In a big blackout bodysuit like this, the white highlights and all that, that might be the least impactful thing to someone else, that this has been done 3 times now. But for him, for whatever reason, it was something that was high on his list, where if you would have asked me what we would have done, we would have gotten into these tentacles, the details in these tentacles. We would have done that right away. Right? I think that would have been the next logical thing to do. But we can always get that later. Anyway, so yeah, this was done again. The whole thing was done again. This time is a little more painful than the last time. And in this light, it does look really cool. You can see that the white did do, I'm not complaining, it did make a difference. So we're not just doing pain for pain's sake. There is a purpose to it. But I think these tentacles would have made a bigger difference. Anyway, as I said, that wasn't all we got to do. We also took out this giant guy right here. This big old sucker. So, man, oh man, did that make a difference. If I close up, you can probably see that some of this is peeling right now. Again, we tattooed this on the Monday, and now it's Friday, so I'm pretty well fully healed by now. I usually heal within 3 to 4 days. I used to say on these vlogs that I heal in 4 to 5 days, and if you follow me back even farther, I think I even used to say 5 to 6. For whatever reason, my healing has sped up, and I'm usually healed between 3 and 4 days now. So this is almost completely peeled. So what you see is what you get here. Really can't wait to get into the highlights in this, because we're going to highlight it the same as we have in here. But we're not close to that. That's going to be a while yet. I would say a few months probably. Next week we're going to be doing the same texturing in here, in this guy. And since we won't be doing the highlight, we'll probably have time to get this one as well. Yeah, the sides were a little bit painful. The side was a little bit painful this time. People often ask me, like, what's my most painful tattoo spot? And these days it's really, really hard to say. Because, like, for example, when I did these, like the shading in and around down here and stuff like that, that wasn't as painful as this session was, re-detailing this tentacle. And the only reason I can put for that is kind of where my head was at that day, or like maybe it's dietary or how well I slept, because it's basically the same spot, but where the shading I did a few weeks ago in here was maybe a 6, this felt more like a 7 this time. So that's got to be more to do with where I'm at, is what I would imagine. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be doing the shading on that guy on the other side next, and then I'm not sure where we're going after that, but I have another appointment coming up, so I've got another 2 appointments before I have a week off, and I'm hoping that we can hit the front tentacles, but if not, we'll figure something else out. I haven't really mentioned doing my neck with him. I want to get it done, but keenly focused on the bodysuit right now, and Rick doesn't love tattooing necks at all, let alone black on black, so just doing the black on black shading that we did. Sorry, clear my throat. It was a bad session for him. He didn't have fun with it, so I probably won't push him on that for a little while still. They're still looking really cool anyway, just black on black, so I'm happy with that. Sorry. Scratchy throat. Anyway, so yeah, I will be likely tattooing my face again this week, so you can look forward to possibly a two episode week from me for the vlog. I haven't been doing the podcast lately because one of the artists that we're doing the podcast with all this time, Scott, is transitioning to a different shop, and so it's not that we're not going to have him on ever again. We probably will, but right now the move has been taking up a lot of energy for him and us, so the podcast has kind of been on hold, but we are doing a new React series, though, that's been pretty fun, reacting to different body mod figures. I'll talk a little bit about that on here. I've had quite a few submissions already, some of them repeatedly. Lily Lou is one. I am definitely going to do that. I don't want to do that one anytime soon. It's actually one of the first ones that I've wanted to do, though. which is funny to say I'm not going to do it anytime soon after just saying it was one of my first ideas. The reason I don't want to do it anytime soon is because I want to make sure I do that one justice. I think it's important to, especially such a famous figure that has had a big impact on a lot of people. I don't want to throw that one away. I want to make sure that I do it well. So yeah, having a lot of fun with that. Again, the podcast is kind of on hold. Not finished. I'm not done with the podcast. I don't know. A lot of people watch the vlog but don't watch the podcast, and maybe a lot of people won't even care that we haven't been doing as many. But it's still a huge passion of mine to do the podcast, and I want to be a bigger part of YouTube in general. People who followed my YouTube for years will know that I originally intended the podcast to be a discussion with other modified people. So I'm hoping that I can kind of transition the Remy Reacts to other body mod figures a little bit into a discussion with some of those same people long term. That's kind of where I'm hoping to go with that. Anyway, if you have any suggestions for people you'd like to see me talk to one day or react to, you can drop them on this video too, or you can always email those to me too. So yeah, just one more look at how everything worked out this week. So you got this big guy in here. Man, I love the way that looks. And again, the white and silver highlights in the eye, which, as much as I was saying I wasn't really a big fan of working on that, they did make a difference. It's never that it doesn't make a difference. It's just sometimes we'll have little disagreements about what I think or what we think should go next. So, yeah, it's looking cool though. Oh, I just about lost my phone there. Time to wrap this one up.